This is one of the best, if not the best SMG for rushing in Vanguard. Like, this thing is insane. 3-shot kill, insane fire rate, so much ammo, pretty good mobility, and so it's just a great SMG. With that said, I dropped you guys a very quick V2 rocket, so the gameplay should be pretty entertaining. We were just getting so many feeds. Shout out to these sexy individuals. I appreciate you guys leaving those comments. If you want a shout out in my next video, all you have to do is like the video, watch it all the way through, subscribe to the channel with the notifications on. Lastly, leave a comment saying cores, because you know we got the cores hat on. Also, just so you guys know, I do upload exclusive videos to my Facebook gaming page. I have a partnership with Facebook, so if you guys want to see exclusive Cbass videos, make sure you guys go check out my Facebook gaming page. Okay boys, we joined a little bit late, but it's okay. We should be able to get this V2 rock. We gotta drop hella kills on them. Let's pop off, boys. Oh my god, why is there so many people in this little room? That was kind of awkward. Whoa, why is there a million explosives? That's like the one thing. Oh, okay, there's a lot of things I don't like about this game, but one of the main things I don't like is how there are so many explosives. It seems like everything in the game just has explosives. Like every streak and just so many things. Let's get that man out. There we go, boys. We got the attack dog. Spawns are flipping, but that's okay. Let's hold this for a second. Let them flood into us. It seems like they're sitting over here. Oh my god, boys. That is why I love this gun. Oh, no. Thank you so much, doggo or teammate. Thank you. You actually helped me. This thing just has such a great fire rate, and there's so much damage that you can just kill like swarms of people so easily. Okay, spawns are really weird. I wish my teammates didn't see those guys. That was like an easy 5 kills for me. Okay, looks like they're kind of sitting. They're all scared. Don't blame them though. He's gonna get some courage. He's gonna push out. He gets world starred. Teammate, get out of their spawn. What are you doing? Only let me in this. Oh my god, there's actually a lot of them spawning here. I was so scared. There were so many of them around me. We're taking A, which is perfectly fine. I'm actually curious how close we are to this nuke. I just don't like how they're playing so slow now. 24, one more kill for the V2. I just noticed that. And boys, we got the V2. That was a very easy V2, boys. I thought I was like 10 or 15 kills off, but we were like 1 kill off. What the heck? Dude, how do you lose that gunfight? Okay, boys, I actually want to go for my new highest streak. I think my highest is like 69 kills in a row or something. I really want to get to like, you know, the 70s or the 80s. That'd be pretty sick. Dude, what was that? Why did the game feel so weird? Like, it felt like the hit reg was so off. Oh my god, boys, we're a bot or something. Whoa, our ping is 150. See, boys, I told you it wasn't me. The ping is like 150. That's insane. Whoa, buddy. He just slid past me when we killed him. Okay, let's see if we can get another V2 rocket. Really don't like how we're triple capping. That is not good. So I think with this ping, we got to sit back a little bit. Yeah, and then we got packet loss too. Nothing smooth at all. Luckily, we got the V2 rocket. Okay, that man thinks he's good. No, dude, get out of here. He's got like the same class as me. I think he has the class on the last Thompson video I made with the short barrel. I'm really curious why my Wi-Fi is freaking out right now. This is actually so hard to play, boys. This is so difficult. I keep dying behind walls. Like, this game, you really need a good ping just because of how quick you die. Let's push up. Oh, baby. No, what the fuck? Here we go. Okay, we gotta hit these guys from like weird angles. We gotta play this very uniquely. There we go, and then they all are over here. Okay, there we go, boys. We are back in the groove. We're back in here. The enemies are back in there. Oh, what is this? How am I still alive? What just happened? What was that? That was so awkward. Call in local reinforcements. Let's call in the doggos. I don't like how it pre-selects my V2 rocket. Boys, double V2 rocket. There we go. 15 boys, we actually can get a double V2. Go, 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 go. Come on. No! No! Why did they spawn him behind me? I hate this game so much. So we gotta make sure we call in this V2 rocket soon. Watch him get a V2 and then he calls it in before me. Imagine. Dude, I swear it was the ping. Okay, boys, I think we gotta call in this V2 rocket. Sorry that the gameplay was like super good and then got really lackluster. It's just, you know, okay, now my ping is better, but I had like 170 ping. Like, that was so difficult to play on. And then the ping got better and then we almost dropped another V2. And so pretty much I think we could have, you know, had a couple of V2 rockets in here if the ping was better. But let's go, boys. Leave a like for that. It'd be greatly appreciated. Let's freaking go, boys. Easy V2 rockets with the nasty M1928. I don't know what it's called. They all left the game. I guess they weren't ready for that V2 rocket. It was just too much for them. Here's an overview of the class that we are using in today's nasty gameplay. And then for the secondary, we got the rat pistol, and here's the class I'm running on it. For the perks, we got the fortified because there's way too many explosives in the game, and so in that gameplay there was way too many explosives, and so I had the fortified on. Typically I'll run the fortified or the survival training. It's just whichever thing I see more in the gameplay. If I see a lot of stuns, then I'll use that survival. If I see a lot of grenades and explosives, then I'll run the fortified. For the second perk, we got the forward intel. This is gonna show me where the enemies are spawning. Makes nukes way easier, and you usually know when the enemies are spawning behind you because you'll see on your radar where the enemies are spawning. What I also like to do is the piercing vision. This one pretty much gives you wall hacks, but I think nukes are a little bit easier to get if you run the forward intel. Lastly, for the third perk, just so we don't run out of ammo, I'm doing the scavenger. I'll typically run the scavenger or the lightweight. For the lethal, we got the gamma bomb. I really like this one because it just explodes on impact, and so I usually can weaken the enemies that I can clean them up. And then for the tactical, we got the stim. This helps me out in so many engagements because if I'm about to die, I can pop that stim and then I'm ready for the gunfight. For the first attachment on the muzzle, I recommend you guys to do the mercury silencer or the recoil booster. So for me, I really like that mercury just because I get that sound suppression, makes it a little bit harder for the enemies to find me. Plus on top of that, I get some recoil control, which is really nice because there is a decent amount of recoil in the weapon. We are losing damage range, which is annoying, but I think the pros outweigh the cons. For the recoil booster, this can increase that fire by 4.9%, so you can pretty much kill the enemies 5% quicker, but this thing will have a little bit more recoil, and so that's why I like the mercury more. For the barrel, because there is a lot of recoil in the weapon, you want to do the cooling. It's going to add 90% to the horizontal recoil control, pretty much eliminating all the horizontal on the weapon. With that said, it is going to be bringing down that sprint to fire speed by a ton, and so we are going to be using a underbarrel that's going to compensate that. For the optic, for me, I actually really like to use the large iron sights, but in every single Thompson video that I make, I always use those large iron sights, so I try to mix it up, and in today's gameplay, we are running the slate reflector, which is a very clean sight to use, and so I recommend to try out the slate reflector and then try out the large irons and just use whichever one you're better with. For the stock, because the sprint to fire speed isn't the best on this weapon, it's very OP to strafe with this weapon, so you pretty much want to ADS and walk around almost every corner. With that said, you want to use the wire grip. It's going to add tons of strafe speed and you get some ADS speed, making the gun a little bit snappier. We are losing more sprint to fire speed, which is pretty annoying, but like I said before, we are going to be using a underbarrel that's going to compensate that. For the proficiency, because the magazine that we have on this weapon is pretty heavy, you want to do the fleet just so we can move around a little bit quicker. What you can also do is the frenzy. It's going to regenerate your health after every kill, and so it's going to be super nice for those aggressive playstyles. For the kit, because the magazine is heavy, I like to do the quick, and then say you don't mind that movement speed, then I would do the fully loaded just so you have extra ammo. For the rear grip, because we already got a decent amount of recoil control on the weapon, I like to do the stipple grip tape just to make sure I have almost zero recoil right when I fire the weapon, and then I believe the stock is going to help us out with that also. What you can also do is the polymer grip. It's going to give you more recoil control as you fire the weapon, and we got the 100 round magazine on this weapon, so it should help out a ton. What you can also do if you want to increase your overall mobility is the fabric grip, but there is going to be a decent amount of recoil, and so if you can't control it, then I recommend doing the stippled or the polymer grip. For the magazine, make sure you guys run the AMM Curse 100 round drum mag. This can increase that damage to 34, making this thing a 3-shot kill, which is what makes this thing really overpowered. Plus on top of that, we're going to get a boost to the effective damage range, so if you are running that mercury silencer, this is gonna bring up that con, and then we get a boost up bullet velocity, which is gonna be super nice. We are losing fire rate, movement speed, and our recoil control, plus the ADS speed, and so there are a lot of cons, but trust me, this is the magazine that you want to run on this weapon. On the ammo type, because the bullet velocity is horrendous on this weapon, I like to do the length, and it's gonna bring up by 30%. Lastly, on the underbarrel, I got a couple different options for you. So if you're a pretty good player and you can control the recoil on the weapon, then I would do the SMLE pistol grip to make this gun a little bit better for rushing. With that said, we are losing recoil control, and there's not the best recoil on this weapon, and so if you want more recoil control, then try out the hand stop. It'll give you a balance between that vertical and the horizontal. Lastly, what you can also do is the carver foregrip. It's going to give you a little bit more vertical than it does horizontal, so if you're using the weapon, there's too much recoil, try out the hand stop, and then there's too much vertical, then I would do the carver foregrip. But I do recommend you guys to try to get used to it without the carver, because the carver is going to hurt that sprint to fire speed and the ADS speed, making the gun not as good for rushing. Here's an overview of one of the best M1928 class setups in Vanguard.